Next, we have Joe Lam, our corporate officer and general manager of TDK China and the executive vice president of ATL.
Nicholas gave me this task to think about some useful experience about the ATL, which to be shared with you. And then I did reflect, what did I do in 20 years? And then came up with a couple of slides to share with you. And these slides are not rocket scientists. You might have already learned at your MBA school. The difference is it indeed happened. I set the title as the ATL experience, and I don't look at it today and look back. I pretend I was there at that time and look at it from a startup perspective. And I believe all of you face the same dilemma. Should I do this? Should I do that? So I actually put myself into your perspective to share the experience that is useful to you. Before I share my experience, I want to see what did we do. I joined the company in 2004, and then the TDK acquired 100% in 2005. And you can see the revenue at the time when TDK closed the acquisition. It is so small that I need to put a circle to highlight it. But unfortunately, the circle is a little bit off, okay? And then 20 years later, now we are at where we are. And then it is about 100 times. So this is a difference made by the TDK acquisition. We grew our revenue by about 100 times. The first thing I want to talk is, this is what indeed happened at our early beginning, okay? So we started a startup, and then we want to make a battery. We want to conquer the world. What kind of a battery should we make? It's a good question. Back in that time, okay, the most common form of the battery you can see is the CAN cell, and you see it in the Nokia phone, the Motorola phone, and you see the cylindrical battery. You see it in the old style, the laptops, and so those are, we call them in the startup terms, we call them incumbent. And so if we do that, there's an existing market, everything is there, and then so it's very tempting to do that kind of a product. But we didn't, okay, because there are so many existing suppliers, they have decades of experience way ahead of us. And then if we join in the bandwagon, we will always be playing the catch-up mode. And we didn't want to do that. So we did not do the CAN, the cylindrical, and we jumped right to the pouch, okay? At that time, as far as I remember, there's basically not much a supply of the pouch cell. It's so new. There's no supply, there's no demand. The device maker doesn't know how to use it, and there's not too many people making it. And then we decide, yeah, that is the right thing to do. Because if we succeed, okay, there are not too many competition. And because the market is so young, okay, if it succeeds, it's going to be succeed in a big wave. And the result tells us we were right. Because ever since we started to do the pouch, the usage of the CAN and the cylindrical keep on dropping and dropping. And nowadays, you hardly find a CAN cell, okay? It's kind of obsolete. And then the usage of the pouch went up and up. And then we kind of ride the wave, okay, of the huge growth on the pouch. The next one is solving the problems. All startups solve problems, big or small. You choose it, okay? At the time when we started, we need to fix a really, really big problem because at the beginning of the pouch, the gassing is a #1 problem. It can gas before we ship, and then we can gas after the customer receive it, or it gas after some usage. It gives the market a very bad experience. And then all of a sudden, your device kind of crack open because you have a pillow inside it, okay? And this is the number one problem. And we chose to fix this problem. We chose to solve this problem. We went to the fundamental, okay, where the gas is coming from, what kind of a chemical reaction, can we eliminate it? If we cannot eliminate it, can we suppress it? And then we solved the problem, which was the biggest problem for the pouch. And the return is huge. Even today, we are the leader in the gas suppression. We can suppress the gas generation way better than anyone else. We solved a problem 20 years ago, and we are still taking advantage of that. It is our core competence. It is our competitive advantage. The third one is about the business. It's not about the technology. It shows all the product which used or is our major revenue generating products. Some of them is not here anymore. For example, on the top left-hand corner, you see the first generation of the Bluetooth earphone, okay? And now you can only find it in a museum, okay? And then another one, okay, second top right, the portable DVD player. So you need a portable DVD player to watch a DVD, okay? This is no longer here. But ever since either of them were our major revenue carrying products. And then what we learn is we learn how to jump the ship. We learn how to jump the ship before it sinks and then to catch on a better one, okay? And so we are hopping, okay? And we are lucky in the sense that the battery is close to universal. All kind of a gadget you do, no matter what it is, you need a battery. So we just tweak the chemistry a little bit, mechanical form factor, characteristic, then we can jump from one application to the another application. And this is the magic key to sustain our growth rate, because we can go down with the market. If the market goes down, I better switch to another one which can give us a room to further growth. This is the last one. Any of you think this is a commercial? Does any of you think it's a commercial? It is not. It's a real thing. This is our experience. After we finished the acquisition by the TDK, we need a lot of capital to grow our business. And the headquarter guys keep on yelling at us, why you need so much money? Yeah, we need the money to grow, okay? When we need the capital, we didn't go to the Wall Street. We didn't go to the Main Street. We just go to the headquarters. And then we get all the money we need. And we don't need to do fundraising. I don't need to call the iBanker. I don't need to do the roadshow. So we save tons of time from the fundraising. And then we can use the time to build a better product, to build a better relationship with the customer, to focus on our business. So this is one of our success factors, because the whole team just don't need to waste any time on the fundraising. And then we get all the unlimited capital we need from the headquarters. So this is our success experience. So I guess this is all from me. And I hope it's interesting, it's useful, and I believe all of you will be even more successful than what we have been. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe. I guess your takeaway is that TDK is not just a rich daddy, but a rich, benevolent, and supportive daddy.